here is what not doing the work costs specifically. It costs you in relationship quality. Men with unresolved trauma have measurably more difficulty maintaining close, trusting, emotional, available relationships. The walls that protect you also isolate you. It costs you in physical health. Unresolved trauma is one of the most significant risk factors for cardiovascular disease, immune dysfunction, and premature death. It costs you, it costs your children because unaddressed trauma is transmitted, not inevitably, but reliably, unless it is interrupted. And it costs you in the ceiling on your ambition because you cannot build at a level you're capable of from a foundation that has never been stabilized. So I guess let's talk about the practical work because healing isn't a single event, it is a direction. And like every other form of building that we've been talking about this whole quarter two, it starts with one move, not a perfect plan, not a complete transformation. And that number one move is name it. You can't heal what you will not acknowledge, not in a public forum, but just to yourself. What happened? What did it cost you? What did you learn to believe about yourself, about safety, about what you deserve because of it? Write it down if you need to. Say it out loud in an empty room if that's where you're at right now. The naming isn't the cure, but it is the beginning of the end of the silence that has been protecting it. Move number 2, talk to someone you trust. Not social media. You can go to a social media event if you want to, but talk to someone you trust. Not a broadcast, one person, whether that's a brother, a partner, a mentor, a therapist, a pastor, a counselor, who gets to hear the real thing. Not the edited version, the real version of what you're going through. The research on trauma recovery is consistent on this point. Healing happens in relationship, not in isolation. The same relational wound that created the trauma requires a relational experience to begin to heal it. You need someone to know the real thing and still be present. Number 3, consider therapy, specifically culturally competent therapy. I know the barriers, I named them, and I'm still going to say it directly. Therapy works. I'll say it again for the people in the back, the people on the side. Therapy works. For trauma specifically, evidence-based modalities, EMDR, somatic therapy, trauma-focused CBT have documented measurable outcomes. The key is finding a therapist who understands your cultural context, who does not pathologize, I'll mess that up, your experience, who speaks your life. That therapist exists. Psychology Today's database allows you to filter by specialty, cultural competency, and race. The search is worth the effort. You can always find a therapist who suits you, who has the same culture as you, who has the same background as you, so understands what you're going through. And research on this shows that culturally tailored mental health interventions programs designed specifically for Black men by practitioners who understand the cultural context produce significantly better engagement, retention, and outcomes that standard clinical approaches. So get that therapy, reach out, do what you have to do. I'll leave some therapy sites in the show notes. Check them out. The Nimhead brother, you are on my mind support, you're on my mind initiative, peer support programs, and community-based mental health models are showing that when the pathway is healing is built for man walking it, more men walk that same path. The help that fits is the help that works. Move number 4, understand that healing and building are not sequential. You do not have to be fully healed before you start building. You don't have to resolve every wound before you pursue your purpose. You build and heal simultaneously. They go hand in hand, not as competing priorities, but as parallel practices. The building gives you purpose and momentum. The healing gives you the foundation that makes the building sustainable. One without the other eventually runs out of